E-commerce expansion myths blasted. Successful cross-border expansion help. Listen to the show to hear how one UK company is helping e-commerce sellers successfully expand into Europe and double their profits. Hosted by Andy Hooper of Global E-commerce Experts.
Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm glad you've all managed to make the time to be with us. So thank you very much. We're going to start now. So if you've all got pen and paper, we're going to get the ball moving, so to speak. So today we're going to be talking about fulfillment. We're not going to be talking about particularly FBA fulfillment, but we will discuss that in its broader terms. So let's move on. So what we're going to be doing today. So first of all, we're going to be talking the difference between FBA and a third-party logistics center and what to look for in a good provider. What arrivals and storage, FBA prep, labeling, fulfillment, all of those sort of things we're going to be covering. And then what some software should look like as well to give you the ideas and what the main benefits to you would be. Now, my name's Andy Hooper. I'm going to be your host today. I'm the CEO here at Global E-commerce Experts, and this webinar is part of our Successful Expanders series. This is actually the last one in the series. I'm very sad about that because it means every Wednesday I got to do something else. But don't worry, we will be doing something else in its place. Thank you very much for giving up your valuable time. We do appreciate it. We know your time is valuable. So hopefully we're going to try and give you as much information as we possibly can. We've got our Facebook Expanders group. If you want to ask any questions afterwards, please do. And we've got hashtag Expander series as part of the expansion series. Now, we've currently expanded over 2,000 sellers successfully into the EU. So we're well placed to know and understand exactly what it takes in order to successfully expand. I've been in e-commerce around about 10 years when I first started selling on Amazon silicone watches that I bought for China for about 20 pence and sold them to everyone that would take them, including all my colleagues in the office, at a slight profit in order to get to start up a new business over 10 years ago, give or take. I'll probably find out the exact date. Anyway, that's me. But before I move on from there, I'm ably assisted, if not better assisted, by Nathan. Nathan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everyone.
Can you just do a little introduction for me?
Yeah, so I'm Nathan. I'm the warehouse operations manager here at Global E-commerce Experts. I've been operation manager for 10 years and two years here at Global E-commerce Experts. How well placed to give you any advice on any warehouse systems or processes or any questions you may have relating to the market.
Excellent. Well, we're looking forward to having you share your useful information. So Nathan's probably underselling himself a little bit there. He's the operations manager for the warehouse here. He knows Amazon fulfillment inside out and e-commerce fulfillment. He knows what it takes to make it a success. He knows what it takes the priorities about getting your products out the door quickly. And hopefully he's going to share that information with you in a moment. But before we do that, as we said, this is part of our Successful Expansion series. We have a 6-step framework that we advise our customers to do in order to make their expansion a success. We've been through all of these over the last 12, 14, 15 weeks, whatever it is. And we've been through all of those individually to give you the right information so that you can successfully use this information for your expansion. We started off right at the beginning with compliance. And the compliance side, when he first starts around the VAT, getting your labels compliant, sorting out payments, and then moving on to launching in the different marketplaces. Now, we talk a lot about Amazon because the majority of our customers start with Amazon, but there are lots of other marketplaces that you should consider launching on. So depending on what you sell is going to depend on whether Etsy might work or Wayfair or all these others that pop up all the time. And it's then about getting your listings correct, the keywords, then making sure the translations are right, are the photos right, all those different things come under that marketplace launch. And then once we've done those first two and we've sort of basically got our products into the country and into the EU, the next thing is to start promoting our products. We've promoted our products. That could be ads, it could be organic traffic, it could be paid traffic, it could be social, it could be via Amazon. There are vouchers and coupons and lots of little Gucci little things you can do to help get sales velocity. Then we moved on to the website. You started building traction, but actually in the EU, what you really need to do is build a specific list for the EU. And we talked about different ways of doing that. Obviously, having a website is one, then moving on to building a list and working with a Dream 100 as another step. And once we've done all of those things, what we've then done is moved on to discussing what the VAT looks like in all those other countries. So once you start meeting distance selling thresholds and things like that, it's then about being VAT registered in the other countries. And we talked about that under the EU side of things. And we also discussed about translations as well, making sure you've got those native tongue translations. And the final piece of the jigsaw is fulfillment. You know, once you've done all of those things, it's about looking and saying, well, okay, now we've expanded. Now what we're looking to do is to tweak out the extra little bits of mileage, the cost savings that we can incur, and all those different things with fulfillment. Because, you know, if once you start getting to this stage, it's now about bringing in a container of goods. You know, shipping goods directly from the US to the EU is not a cost-effective way of doing it. And what you're looking to do is, unless the products are made in the States, but if your products are made elsewhere in the world, you're better off bringing those directly into the UK and then shipping from there. And this is what all our successful customers are doing. But quite often, you can't do that directly into FBA. And FBA isn't necessarily the best format for you. And hopefully, I know that Nathan's going to go through some of those, and I'm going to hand over to him so he can go through that. Nathan, are you ready with that?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So that's enough from me. I'm going to mute myself and hide myself. And basically, you're going to be left in the capable hands of Nathan.
Right, guys. First thing I wanted to go through is what do sellers tend to need from 3PL. First, one of the first things they look at with us or with a 3PL is the B2B or business to business fulfillment, usually into Amazon, department stores or other distributors. And a good 3PL should be able to help you navigate your way through that and give you the pathways to do this quite easily. Some products may be in Amazon, and some of them do incur quite a hefty storage fee if they're slow moving. So what a good 3PL can do is they can help you by bringing your goods out of Amazon, storing them within their facility at a more competitive rate, but also help you then set up a plan to get those products sold. And a 3PL company that you might choose should have a few different departments. One of those departments maybe being marketing and business growth. So, you know, I think you've seen Dave, you've met David, our team there, and you may have met Christy. They would, in our business, they would help you do that, and hopefully a good 3PL would have other people to assist you to help take that on to and start getting those products moving quite more rapidly, so that when or if you put them back into Amazon, you can you'll see less of a storage charge. Unfillable inventory, a good 3PL will help you, give you help and advice from their experts or market experts on how to maybe get your products back into Amazon, and any reasons why they might be unfulfillable. Such examples are they've asked you, they've got some returns that they're not able to put back into stock. You should be able to send them back to a 3PL like us or another company, and they can do some quality assurance, work with you to get those products repacked and then sent back into the marketplace, so that you haven't got any idle stock, and everything goes straight back into your sellable inventory. That will save you you time in the long run, and also make sure your product flow is going through, and also hopefully increase your sales as well. We can also, some Amazon sellers are also looking at a decrease in the storage fees. So a 3PL service can help you by bringing those out of the Amazon warehouse, storing with them for a short period of time to resell, relabel, or and then restock back into Amazon. And they can also help by prepping, labeling, palletizing to send back in, so that you don't have to worry about that. They can take full care and charge of that, and communicate with you all the time. Some of our other customers, or or yourselves might want to do business to client straight direct, from your marketplace, from your website, and a good 3PL should be set up that they can assist you with this. Your products will be held in the central warehouse, and then you can pull in from all your different marketplaces: TradeGecko, eBay, Amazon, your website, and we can fulfill through all of those, and avoid being put into Amazon, so you don't get incur those costs, and get more of a tailored solution for your business. A good 3PL will also be able to put any handouts that you might need into those packaging, and offer bundle orders. So you might decide that you want to create a bundle. What you should be able to work with your account manager, client manager, to create those bundles, so that we can switch that. They can switch that on straight away. So you're always changing and evolving and selling to and reacting to the market needs quite quickly. And then also a big one is returns from customers managed effectively. A good 3PL should be able to bring in the returns, quality check them for you, any reports of any fraudulent or damaged stock, so that they can work, or we can work with you to get those back into inventory. So you've got no idle inventory, everything is back in, and maximizing your sales in the marketplace. Some things I believe that you should look for in a 3PL: container unloads as you scale. So as Andy mentioned before, some of you might start off sending a pallet or two, or sending a few items into your 3PL. You want to work with the 3PL company to grow with you and to help you grow, and they should be able to guide you and support you through the process, link you in with shipping partners, and be able to help you to bring that stock from, say, China into the UK, into a warehouse, and get that into the marketplace for you as quick as possible in the most time effective and cost effective way as possible. They should also offer a quality check on arrival at facility from the supplier, so that there may be issues with as they've come over, maybe damaged stock, damaged some of the boxes. So you can be notified of that, and again, solve the problem quickly and get your stock back into the inventory. So again, no idle stock. Looking for greater stock control and flexibility, so you can manage your stock better, able to see what's going on, and also have an account manager, which in turn brings a nice personal service. So we have a number of different account managers that will look after your different needs and tailor the package to tailor the service to suit you, and bring you through the process. And I think hopefully you've got that through all of the expansion and the webinars that the series that we've done. A good personal service and a key account manager should help you be successful within the marketplace. I think I'm trying to talk about more not having your stock within the Amazon warehouse, and actually having it sat with a 3PL, so a logistics company. I believe it gives you a bit more flexibility with stock. You can actually create your own custom boxes and messaging to give out to your client. They tend to be a bit more competitive with worldwide postage, along with European postage and UK postage. So they should be able to get you the very best rates as possible, tailor it to suit your needs, and work with you to get the best prices possible. Able to deal a bit more with bulky and heavy products or oversized items. So I know there's some weight restrictions in Amazon or some of the warehouses, which incurs a bit more of the cost. Whereas a 3PL should be able to assist you, and if you've got bulky orders or heavy products, that should be solved and be more cost effective for you in the long run. And then finally, a transparent warehouse management system. The warehouse management system is, I think, key to the service. We've used quite a few different. We've gone through a few different warehouse management softwares, and we've kind of evolved. And for me, what you see here is a main dashboard of our management system. On here, there's a few different things that you'll be able to see. One is orders, which is the top left widget. Andy, can you just point over the top left widget, if that's all right? That's it. Okay, so that tells you how many orders are in, how many have been printed, and finally how many have been dispatched that day. And this software should link into your marketplaces, so that automatically, as soon as the orders come in and they get dispatched, that should update to your marketplace, along with the stock as well. So your stock should be mirrored within your marketplace and what you're seeing on the inventory as well. We'll have a look at that in a second. The bottom left, I think, is quite a good one. That is advanced shipping notices. So you can plan ahead and you can liaise with your 3PL partner to when you're expecting stock in, and you can work quite closely without sending emails back and forth, without having to get phone calls to book stock in. The warehouse should be able to then manage that with you, and maybe and work out good and bad times for you to have your stock into, get your stock delivered, your containers from China, your removal orders from Amazon, that kind of thing, into their warehouse so that you can get it processed. And then the middle one, Andy, sorry, I was going to come on to that actually before this one. That one there, again, some clients have got 2 or 3 different marketplaces that they supply from, they ship from, or they sell from. Here it's just one marketplace, Amazon, but some other. This graph, or this pie chart will show you what your where your orders are coming from. So you can it's all in one place. You can see it. You know where your large marketplace and we can help you, or your 3PL can help you and work with you to try and help expand those other marketplaces that aren't quite working for you, so that hopefully you'd see quite an even pie chart there. So this is after once you've submitted your shipping notice. This will show you what stock, once you've booked it in, it will show both the warehouse and the yourself what stock you're expecting in, and you can amend that at any time. So it might be a case where you've booked it in, your factory's got in contact with you and said, actually we need to change the stock levels, so on and so forth, or you're changing the stock levels because you're moving elsewhere. You can do that quite freely. Next one, Andy. And this last screen, I think this is key to any business. It's totally transparent. You should be able to, at any point in time, be able to glance into your dashboard and find out what stock, the amount of stock you've got in a warehouse, so that you can make sure you've got enough. You can plan ahead. You can project your sales. You can plan ahead and make sure there's enough stock in the warehouse that you're able to sell. The software can be linked to your marketplaces, so it's live. So it's constantly updated. So everything is live, and there shouldn't be any issues with shortages of stock, overstocking, understocking.
There was a bit of interference on the microphone a couple of times.
Oh, sorry.
I think we got there. So thank you very much. I think there's some great information there. If you've got any questions, please put those into the box, into the group chat, and we'll be able to answer those, no problems at all. Now, a couple of things, Nathan. Let's talk about your removal orders when things come back from Amazon. One of the things we get asked a lot is, I need to remove my stock from Amazon. You know, how does that sort of work? What sort of happens when that removal order comes back? If I say, I want to put my removal order in, what does that look like? You know, do I get it back in one box? Does it come back in 20 boxes? Is it just a complete mess, or is it all nice and neat? What's your sort of experience with that?
Sometimes it can be neat. Sometimes it can be really messy. It can be, there's two extremes and there's never really a middle, if I'm honest with you. We would then work with the client, talk them through it. We then take pictures and show them what's arrived. We would quality check if there was any major damage with boxes. We'd make sure that the tickets on the removal order, we'd count and make sure that what is on the tin is in the tin. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. I mean, that's one of the big things we get asked a lot. So I think the key things for people when they're looking to expand and they're then starting with a fulfillment, things you need to consider if you've got large, bulky items, if you're coming up to long-term storage, you know, if you're selling off of Amazon and you don't want to use FBA, or you can't use FBA, you've got hazardous goods, you know, there are some things you can use. You can use 3PLs for those. Now, obviously, we've talked quite broadly about those. We would love you all to use our 3PL. You know, that obviously would be amazing. We appreciate that not everyone wants to use us for everything. They might want to use other people. I've got no problem with that whatsoever. So hopefully with this, what we've tried to give you is all the information that you should consider when you're looking for a 3PL as well. You know, it's really, really key that as you grow, you've got a provider you can trust and build a relationship with so that you can help to expand, and someone that can expand with you. You don't want to be able to have to change warehouse every year because the warehouse has run out of space. You need a warehouse that's growing as you grow as well. You know, that's why I think we're a great fit for a lot of our customers, is because they know that we're growing as well. And as we grow, we're getting new warehouse facilities, we're extending the facilities, we're getting more storage. But above all, Nathan and the team deliver amazing service. So if you are looking for a 3PL, then we would love to quote you and give you a price and talk through what that looks like. You know, we are a boutique service. You know, we're not a DIY service. You know, we will look after you, we'll hold your hand, we'll work with you to give you the best service all the way through, which means you're going to get the best result from us. Okay. You know, we're not a sell it cheap and sell it high and sell it quick, because we believe that makes mistakes when it comes down to things like fulfillment and storage and damaging products. So if you were to ever visit our site, the one word that I use to the team is F1. Does our facilities look like an F1 car showroom? Because it should do. And if you've ever seen a Formula One manufacturers, you just Google it. You'll see it's absolutely pristine. And that is what our warehouse should look like all of the time. Because I believe that if it's a mess, people work in a mess, it becomes really difficult and then mistakes happen. And we don't want that, okay? So if you're looking for someone, we'd love to support you. But I think Nathan's given you all the top tips on what you need to look out for when you're looking to choose a 3PL to make it the best possible experience for you. So from there, today's outcomes, we talked about 3PL, you know, how it differs to FBA, arrival, storage, FBA prep, labeling and fulfillment. Whole load of information there. Now, this is the last in the series. I know I'm sad about it. I apologize if you're sad about that too. We will have a new series starting soon. It's going to be going deeper into what we've done. We're going to be bringing great speakers externally in to talk to you about going deep into some of the subject matters we've already discussed, but going much deeper into them. And actually some new subjects. So one of the ones that I'm really looking forward to on the 30th of June is about how you take your products from e-commerce into retail. We're going to talk about that specifically with you. And the last thing is, we're always aiming to help you successfully expand into the EU. If there's anything you want to hear, if there's anything you want to see, if there's anything you're stuck with, then please get in contact. We'd love to be able to help solve that for you. Thank you very much for giving up your time. We appreciate it. Nathan, thank you very much for coming on and giving up your valuable time to out of the warehouse and to support the wider good for our clients. If you want to get in touch, please do. Our details are there for emailing. You can contact us at support@globalecomexperts.com. And the last thing is our phone numbers on there. Obviously, you can Google us. Our website is www.globale-commerceexperts.com. All of the usual social channels. And we'd love to speak to you and support you where we can. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for yours, Nathan. And we look forward to speaking to you again on the next podcast. Thank you.